welcome to Merlin's Ears and welcome to another travel day. This is slightly different to the usual ones you might see from us. I'm actually not with Harry and Neil, I'm with my friend Nat. I'm going to go away from her a little bit because she's just told me it's too early to be on camera, which I already know, as you can tell from my face. We've only had about 3 hours sleep, and we've just arrived at Heathrow Terminal 5 and we are travelling to Paris Charles de Gaulle to head over to Disneyland Paris for the first weekend of, I think it's called the Mickey's Enchanted Christmas, whatever it's called anyway. It's the Disneyland Christmas event. It's the first weekend of that this weekend, so we're very, very excited. It's been, I think, 2 years since I was at Disneyland and 10 years since Tasha, my friend Tasha, was at Disneyland. So yeah, we're really, really excited. It's a proper girly trip. We'll be staying at the Hotel New York Art of Marvel, so keep an eye out for a room tour of that as well. We've just arrived at Terminal 5 Heathrow, so we're going to head in now and let's get travel day started. So we just stopped off for a cheeky Wetherspoon breakfast. This is the breakfast sandwich, which is sausage, bacon and egg on bloomer bread. £8.75. It is a beast. Look at it against my hand. And then standard, I have to get my English breakfast tea. Now, I had to go and get this at the self-service machine, so I'm assuming this is unlimited tea. But I'm going to make it so, even if it isn't. So we're going to tuck into this, and then we've got about an hour to the flight. So we just finished breakfast and that was banging. It was just what we needed. It did defeat me though. I did have to leave some of my breakfast back, but it was really, really nice. Now we should have a very quick look around the shops. Terminal 5 is quite upmarket, shall we say, so I can't see us buying anything, but we might just do a bit of window shopping while we're waiting for the flight. So far it's been a really smooth travel day. We're actually travelling hand luggage only, which is a first for me. Nat's a seasoned European traveller and she always goes hand luggage, so she's convinced me to do the same, which gave me all kinds of anxieties, but we've done it. I've got my little suitcase here, so that meant we didn't have to queue to check in and do bag drop or anything. Checked in online yesterday. The only problem we did have was actually the Uber. The Uber got lost this morning on the way to the airport, so I had to sort of direct the Uber, which was a bit frustrating on 3.5 hours sleep, having to direct the Uber to the airport. But we got here okay, got through security, had our breakfast, the flight's on time, so yeah, so far so good. One thing about Terminal 5, a lot of the shops are pretty pricey, so there's not really a great deal to look around. There is a JD Sports, that's kind of within our price range, but there's not really much we need from there. WH Smith's, boots and things. But yeah, we're sort of in the posh end now, sort of like Cartier, Gucci, Fortnum & Mason and all that stuff. Just quickly popped into WH Smith's, and this is possibly the biggest section of travel miniatures I've seen. Like, not even Boots have got this much, so if you've forgotten something or you'd like us travelling with hand luggage and need to pick up some toiletries, I'm pretty sure WH Smith has got you covered. Me and Nat are feeling optimistic and sunglasses shopping as if we're going to Florida when we're going to Paris in the winter. But it might be sunny and cold. Behold, a payphone. I don't remember the last time I saw one, never mind being able to use one. So our gate's just been announced, it's just gone 7:30, and there's our little bird to take us all the way to Charles de Gaulle. Anyone would think Nat's excited to get to Disneyland. She's practically running down the ramp. Run, Nat, run! This is the strangest feeling. I can't remember the last time I flew short haul, but there's no TVs. What am I going to do? It's only a short haul flight, obviously 1.5 hours or so, but still, just giving you a kind of an idea of what the seating's like. Surprisingly good amount of legroom actually, maybe even a bit more than I get on a long haul. So the captain's just made an announcement that we will be pushing off from the stand on time, but due to adverse weather across Europe, there's going to be a slight delay in taking off. So we just had the manual safety demonstration, which I didn't really want to film because it's not fair on the cabin crew when they're trying to work. But here is a sort of little look at the copy of the safety instructions that's in the seat in front of me. So the captain's just made another announcement. Apparently we're only going to be a couple of minutes late leaving. They've brought our take-off time forward, so that's good news. We'll be heading off to Paris very shortly. Really smooth. Captain just announced it's about a 50-minute journey time to Paris. The view out the window is absolutely stunning, so I'm going to put a little montage together and show you that in just a second. When the captain did his announcement, I'm sure he mentioned there's going to be a complimentary snack and drink on board, which is not what I was expecting. So when that arrives, if it arrives, I'll show you that as well. Our snacks arrived. We've got some oaty biscuits and a bottle of water. I just heard the cabin crew say there's no tea or coffee on board because it's such a short flight. No tea or coffee? What? So myself and Nat just tried those biscuits. Nat tried them first and she pulled a really funny face. I was like, they're not good. And she said, just try one of her ones before I open mine. They are gluten-free and 40% less sugar. I mean, what's the point in that if it's a biscuit, if I'm completely honest? But when I first tried it, I thought, well, it's not that bad. But then went really pasty in our mouth, and it's all a bit like, and without a cup of tea to wash them down. They weren't the best, but they're free, so you know, better than nothing, I suppose. We made it to Paris. The flight was, no turbulence, no issues. Literally, thanks to Nat convincing me to go hand luggage only, we literally just got off the plane, walked straight through passport control. In less than 10 minutes we were outside of Charles de Gaulle Airport. There's a taxi kind of rank just here. As we came through arrivals, people were already touting, trying to get us to take a taxi, but myself and Nat have decided we're going to try the TGV high-speed train that takes you direct to Marne-la-Vallée, which is Disneyland's train station. We're just getting our bearings now. We're not, Nat probably knows where she's going, but I don't. No, she's shaking her head. Neither of us know where we're going. We don't know the times of the trains. We do know that they only take 12 minutes, I think it is, to get to Disneyland Paris. So then we're going to go and get the TGV to Disneyland Paris. So good news, we found where the TGV train station is. bad news. On the information board it says temporary closed bus routes. So potentially, instead of a 12-minute fast train, we might have about an hour-long bus ride. I'm hoping that's not the case. Maybe the information's not up to date. But we're heading over to the train station now to find out. So, as expected, there's no high-speed direct train. So, unfortunately, our travel day is not as smooth as expected, but we're getting there. It's no problem. We're making friends along the way. We've got our train ticket. We're just getting a regular train that's got to go via Paris. So, we'll figure out the timings and let you know once we get to Disneyland how long it takes. But yes, we've got to get one train up somewhere in Paris, change, and then on our way to Mandeville. Okay, we've made it onto a train. We think it's the right train. Only time will tell. It's coming early, we think, so it's got about maybe 10 more minutes till it departures. But yeah, hopefully we're on our way to Disneyland Paris. Okay, so we've just got off the first train. We've made our connection now. We're just waiting for the second train to get us to Disneyland Paris. You can see the name of the station behind me. I'm not going to try and pronounce it. That took us 40 minutes, so we're now waiting for the next train. Someone we got talking to on the train said that we're expected to arrive at Disneyland Paris at around 1 o'clock, so that makes the journey time from Charles de Gaulle approximately an hour and a half with one change on the train. Onto the second train with minimal waiting time. Unfortunately for Nat though, she literally just said double-decker trains freak her out, and what pulls in? Double-decker train. Just bear that in mind though, if you are travelling with people that have got wheelchairs or pushchairs or anything. We've made friends with a family on our journey, and they've got a pushchair, and these double-decker trains, when you come in at one level and you've either got to go up or down for seats, so they've kind of had to stay near the doors, which is probably a bit of a pain for them, but just bear that in mind if you've got pushchairs or wheelchairs. So we have just got off the train at Disneyland Paris. As you can see, the park gate's just behind me there. The train station is literally just in front of me. That's how close it is. It is 12:54, so it took 1 hour and 25 minutes and 2 trains to get from Charles de Gaulle to Disneyland Paris. It wasn't too bad. The trains weren't too busy. So yeah, it was not a bad travel day. Compared to the Eurostar, which doesn't come direct anymore, for us, by the time we got the train into London, then got the Eurostar and changed in Paris or Lille, this has still probably been quicker and yeah, pretty stress-free to be honest. From here we've got 2 options. We can either walk through Disney Village to our hotel, or we can get the free shuttle buses. We're going to opt to do the walk through Disney Village because we're going to grab a coffee. So that concludes today's travel day. Thank you so much for joining us on this adventure, and we'll see you again soon. Bye!